Mr. Birds, let me ask you something. Do you have trouble figuring out how you're supposed to act responsibly with other people? For example, the person you pledged your love to, your wife here. I'm asking you a question, sir. This is the second assault before me. Let's see, you choked her the first time that you were placed on probation. Thereafter, then you kick her now while you're on probation. Is the love of your life simply reduced to a punching bag? Or do you have any sense of decency and respect to the commitment that you made when you married the lady? I'm talking to you. Don't act like you're in a stupor, because I'm going to decide whether you need to go to trial or not, which I'm thinking about letting a jury decide. And I can tell you what they do in this county. They don't put up with this. You don't, first of all, you don't strike other people, much less a lady that you pledged your love to. Is that too hard to understand? So what is the problem? You're back here again. What?
Oh, yeah.
I've never done such a thing. I wouldn't even think of it. I wouldn't think a decent person would. But if you're going to fight somebody, why don't you fight a man? Or you think a girl is the kind of a lady you pledge your love to. They're the punching bag.
She's never been my punching bag.
Sir, you choked the lady one time and then you kicked her in the side the second time. You see anything wrong with that?
Oh,
We made a big deal about it by putting you on probation. In fact, you went from really a felony to a misdemeanor. You were charged with a felony here at the beginning. It was a third-degree felony. I'm worried about your attorney is asking to put you on probation. The last time we did that didn't turn out too well for his wife.
Hold up, did you catch that? A divorce attorney is in the room, and it's clear that this marriage is headed for disaster. This courtroom moment feels like it's about to spiral into even more chaos. What do you think? Is this the end of this marriage or just the start of another round of drama?
What's the relationship y'all have now? Are you going back to live with her?
no, sir.
Okay. Do y'all have a divorce or something?
We do currently have
Yes, sir.
one in motion.
The complainant's divorce attorney was present with her in the courtroom when this was all being signed earlier.
The people I know, most of the people, the overwhelming percentage of the people in the world think the way I'm speaking. You don't mistreat another person, much less a lady, a woman. You know, pick on somebody like, who's got a fair fight, not a girl. We used to make jokes about people who would do that. Well, that's just low. That's low. Pick on somebody else like a man if you've got a fight, which is irresponsible behavior in the first place. How long were y'all married?
We've been together almost 10
How
years.
long were you married?
Since 2017.
And children? You have children?
We have children.
Yeah, that's good role modeling. I'm saying that facetiously. That's terrible role modeling. You think your children are going to act any differently than you? You're setting a bad example. Do you agree with me with this, or do you think I'm out of line in speaking this way?
No,
Do you
I-
disagree with me, or do you agree with me what I'm saying about the principles of life that should be followed?
I agree with what you said.
Okay. So what are you going to do about it?
Change everything about the entire situation.
Yes, sir. All right, I'm going to find that there is sufficient evidence supporting your guilty plea to find you guilty beyond a reasonable doubt, because you had pleaded guilty voluntarily, knowingly, intelligently, and because you were guilty.
Okay, this is a big one. The judge just hit him with some real truth bombs. He's not just talking about the crime, he's laying down the law about being a role model for his kids. This isn't just about punishment, it's about shaping the future. Is this guy going to change, or is he just here to play the system?
However, I'm going to follow this agreement. place you on deferred or unadjudicated probation for 10 years. You must pay a fine of $1,000. There will be terms and conditions of probation, which are normal and customary for this type of offense. And there will be, we will target what seems to be your problem that causes you to beat up on girls and others in generally. There will be a battery intervention and prevention program, which is normal and customary for this type of offense. And a parenting class you must complete, along with other terms and conditions of probation, which include having no contact with the victim of this offense, which I guess is going to be, you better be careful about this because you're going to be sharing the child, right?
Hopefully, that's the goal.
And there are going to be times when you're going to have to interact with the victims.
Now, we're getting into the heart of this issue. It's not just a crime. It's about behavior that can ripple through generations. The judge makes a chilling point. You're not just hurting this woman, you're setting a horrible example. For your kids, that's heavy. How much does this affect kids when they see this kind of violence in their home?
They have a way of a third party intervene or.
Yeah, you're going to interact with them, I guess, through a third party. But no, that's, can you go that out? But what I'm worried about is half the population of the planet who happen to be women.
Right. Thank you, Ken.
Because this is, I see this from time to time. You're not the first person who's been before the court who has assaulted women. But it's absolutely not acceptable, and it's offensive, and it's illegal. But it also is has many other aspects to it. It's bad role modeling for the child because children are going to emulate what the parents do, in spite of the fact that parents make foolish mistakes sometimes. And you don't want your child beating up on girls, do you? Okay. Thank you. Very sensitive about this because you're supposed to. Were you formally married? Was it a ceremonious marriage? Ceremonial marriage?
In Mexico, yes, sir.
Okay. Was it a priest or somebody?
It was, and he didn't speak English.
So you didn't even know what was said?
I did not.
Okay. But it was your choice to enter into a marriage in Mexico, knowing that
Yes, sir.
sort of thing could happen. Well, nonetheless, you had to know that you made a pledge, a promise, and that was to treat her like someone you loved, and you didn't. You have to do better. If you fail on probation, here, your probation can be revoked. You can be found guilty and sentenced up to 10 years in prison. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
There was a joint recommendation for to 90 days up front, jail time as a condition of
How
probation.
long has he been in jail?
Not sure.
How long have you been in jail? You know better than anybody.
They,
About 4 weeks, but
Oh, okay.
I turned myself in a couple of times on this.
You get credit for all time you've served in accordance with this case.
with this last time, he was in there for 19 days.
I know, but what's the total amount he's credited for?
I had to turn myself in like 3 times. Stayed.
21 days
21 total,
total.
including this 19? They're only showing 21 days.
Here's the moment we've been waiting for. The decision is in, 90 days in jail, but it's going to run concurrently with the time he's already served. But this isn't just about jail time, it's about probation, therapy, and parenting classes. It's clear the judge isn't just handing down a sentence. He's trying to make a change, but will it work?
Anyway, you've got that, plus we got on the order On the probation, let me see that.
Have this your honor. They already should have took it.
Where'd she go?
I don't know.
Okay, was there an agreement that there would be a condition of, are y'all agreed on that? That he-
90 days was a joint recommendation about.
Okay, okay. As a condition of probation, sir, you must serve 90 days in the county jail. You understand?
Yes, sir.
And that will, have to be done.
We had asked for it to be concurrent with the.
What do y'all say?
There was no objection, Mr. Ham. That was his case.
Okay. Okay, then it's, done. And I'm not sure how they do the class A misdemeanor time, but it shall run concurrently. As requested. Anything else? You understand what has happened today, sir?
Yes, sir.
Do you understand the sensitivity that we all have? We all have. I mean, we're all sharing this. You don't assault another person. Because if you assault people like this, who you pledged your love to, what would you do to someone you didn't know? And you didn't have a pledge of love for. I mean, it's hard to fathom what extreme you could go to if you lose your composure and decide to assault somebody that you didn't pledge your love to. If you act this way to someone who you did say you cared for. I can't even imagine. So this is so beyond, again, contrary to the way I grew up, to what I believe in, and I think which is normal behavior. You don't harm others. Live honestly, harm no one, give each person respect. Those are the three principles of all law. We have these big old thick books that fall like this, but all three of those are in this. We could make it real short because all laws have one, two, or all three of those principles behind. But we like to print a lot of paper and be detailed, but they all conclude that, which you broke in this case, those three principles. Fix that. That is all. Please see the probation officer. Thank you.
Need to fingerprint him real quick. Judge, are you giving him credit for the 21 day?
Yeah.
Okay. Over here real quick.